Hello students and welcome back to bankexamstoday.com. Let's start the today's quiz. Okay, now let's start. So hello students and welcome back to bankexamstoday.com. So in the series of providing important questions for IBPS, RRB, GBO, today I am providing another class for the financial awareness section. So this is the part 5. I recommend all of you who are having a Android device to install Bank Exams Today mobile application on your device, and even on a Windows device on a desktop or a laptop. You can go to learn.bankexamstoday.com and make an account. Chalo, anyway, let's start with the question number 1. According to the disclosure norms of SEBI, this is an update from I think 16th of July 2019, latest circular. According to the disclosure norms of SEBI, all listed banks have to disclose the NPAs exceeding how much of the reported profit before provision and contingencies. Okay, so let's say if the profit is 600 crore, how much percentage of this, if any NPA is there, that should be disclosed, right? Is it 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%? Anybody who knows the answer, please write the answer in the super chat, right? So first ka answer anyway is 10%, right? Let me explain it to you. According to the new norm, see, if the profit is 600 crore and if the NPA is 60 crore, that should be disclosed. Additional provisioning of NPAs, is required of NPA identified by RBI exceeds 10% of the reported profit before provision and contingencies, then all listed banks have to disclose to the stock exchanges divergence in that asset provisioning and classification, right? So that's important. Earlier that threshold was 15%, and there was a case of Yes Bank. In the same case, really important, that led to the removal of Rana Kapoor. Mr. Gill, I don't remember the full name. Mr. Gill, he became the CEO of the Yes Bank due to this case only, right? So as per the SEBI norm, if the additional provisioning of NPAs identified by RBI exceeds 10% of the reported profit before provisions and contingencies, then listed banks have to disclose this to stock exchange, right? About this particular fact, right? This used to be 15%, but now it is 10%, right? The next question, HDFC and Common Service Center. What are common service centers? So common service center act as a delivery point of various government and public utility services across the country. There are 3.6 lakh common service centers across India, with transacting the business of around 70,000 crore, a lot of money. So the services provided includes the financial services, welfare services, healthcare, digital literacy, etc. These are common service centers, not really popular in metros and big cities. This is a notification anyway. So HDFC and Common Service Center launched which among the following for village level entrepreneurs? Is it MSME credit cards, small business money back credit card, all business money back credit card, small and medium business money back credit card? So what they have launched is a small business money back credit card. The B is the correct answer. Aditya Puri, the CEO and MD of HDFC Bank, he launched it. The credit card has been launched for small traders, village level entrepreneurs, VLE sourced customers. The card will provide easy access to credit for the day-to-day business requirements. HDFC and CSCS has signed the pact in July 2018, in which bank offered to provide services in the remote locations of VLEs. Okay, so anyway, you should remember there is a pact between the HDFC and the HDFC Bank. It is not HDFC and HDFC Bank. They are different organizations. They are different companies, not organizations. They are from the same group, but HDFC is different company and HDFC Bank is a different company. They are listed as separate companies in the stock exchanges. So HDFC Bank and common service centers. There can be a questions. Common service centers has launched a credit card in association with which bank? It is HDFC Bank. Really, really important question, students. So because it's related to CSC, so there can be a question in the RRB exams. Okay, really important question. Do not forget it. With respect to basic saving deposit account, BSBD accounts, which statement is correct? Again, a circular by RBI released, I think 3-4 days back. A minimum balance is required. No minimum balance is required. Limit on the number of deposits or bank charges for the additional services. So as per the latest circular of RBI has mandated all banks to offer BSBD accounts to those who are looking to open a bank account, and no minimum balance is required. Students, basic saving bank deposit account is different than a normal bank deposit account. There are a lot of limitations. Sometimes the internet banking is not provided. Checkbooks are not provided. If somebody needs a checkbook, you need to pay separately for that, right? So these are no frills account. They are sort of no frills account comes under BSBD account. And these accounts are aimed to enhance the financial inclusion. What is the current scenario? As per the revised circular, the latest circular, the RBI has advised the banks to offer the minimum facilities free of charge without any minimum balance. 4 minimum withdrawal in a bank along with the ATM withdrawals are allowed, right? No limit on number of deposits. No limit on number of deposits. Banks are free to provide value added services like issue of a checkbook, right? Or providing SMS alert services, right? So if bank wants to provide such services, the value added services, they can charge money for that. The customers have option to avail such facilities. No minimum balance would be required to avail such additional services, right? No minimum balance is required. The BSBD account can be converted into a normal account, but the customer should provide a written request. That's really important. The BSBD account can be converted to a normal account only after a that's important, only at a written request of the customer. So the bank would be penalized under RBI Banking Regulation Act, under Banking Regulation Act 1949 if by RBI, there is a comma here, okay, under Banking Regulation Act 1949 if found non-compliance of any instruction. That's really, really important. Okay, so the correct answer here is no minimum balance required. So B is the correct answer. No minimum balance required in a basic saving bank deposit account. A normal saving account is different. A normal savings account is different from BSBD accounts. They are totally different. Okay, while the basic savings bank deposit account holder can request can make a written request to convert this account into a normal savings account. Okay, so the question number 4, the budget 2019 announced setting up of a DD channel for which sector? So it's quite obvious. I mean, I hope you have already gone through my budget video. The correct answer is anyhow startup. Okay, there is a proper dedicated channel. The channel will serve as a platform to discuss various issues affecting the growth, funding, and tax paying and matchmaking with the venture capitalist and the investors. Okay, the startups will design and execute the channel itself. So in 2016, DIPP, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, has suggested setting up that channel. Okay, anyway, so DD channel for startups has been is going to be started. Okay, as per the budget 2019. Who has asked the banks to ensure their ATMs are to be grouted to wall, pillar, or floors? See, in the past, what is happening that the thieves and the robbers, they were taking away the ATM machines with themselves. वो खाड़ के लेके जा रहे थे ATM machines को. That's why the RBI actually monitors and regulates the bank. So it is RBI जो बताएगी banks को that that's what you need to do. RBI asked the bank, told the bank by end of September, please grout, मतलब fit कर दो किसी pillar में या wall में, please grout the ATM to a wall or a pillar or a floor by the end of September, right? Except those installed in a high secured premises such as airports, right? ऐसी premises को छोड़ के at any other place you need to do that by the end of September, otherwise RBI penalty डाल देगा. Who has introduced enhanced disclosure guidelines for credit rating agencies? तो पहले ये बहुत important है. What is the reason for the move? Enhanced disclosure guideline, why it was required? See students, whenever a company raises money via corporate bonds or commercial papers or whatever, they need to get they need to get rating from the credit rating agencies, right? Companies को credit rating agency के पास जाना पड़ता है, and they need to pay for those services as the companies are paying for that. For example, as a taxpayer, I'm going to my chartered accountant. The chartered accountant is my service provider. He's more loyal to me than the government of India, right? Than the income tax department, right? The same here, the same case here. The credit rating agency is more loyal to the companies than to the investors, because the companies are directly paying them. Investors are not paying them. So what they are doing is, what these credit rating agencies are doing is, from past after the 2008, this thing came into notice that the credibility of the rating agencies have been eroding due to the conflict of interest, because they are taking money for the credit rating. They were taking a lot of money, so they won't give negative rating to a commercial paper. They won't give, never give, until and unless there are so many problems and they're not able to pay. Until they are not able to pay, they will never give negative rating until unless the issuer is on the verge of bankruptcy. That happened where? That happened in the ILFS case. The credit rating agencies, they were giving it AA plus rating to the ILFS till the ILFS got bankrupt. Lot of money went in drain, right? Even the money of EPFO, right? A lot of money went in the drain. So what happened next? That's why the focus of the government of India and SEBI came to this thing, right? So what are the guidelines? The new guidelines that the rating company should create a uniform probability of default benchmark. Now they need to create the probability of default benchmark, and they need to categorize the website. On their website, they need to categorize on the basis of 1 year, 2 year, 3 year cumulative default rates, right? And they need to give the rating that the SEBI defined the terms that companies should use to describe the liquidity position of the issuer, that is strong, adequate, stretched or poor, right? So whenever you're going to subscribe for a commercial paper or a debenture of a company, it'll be mentioned there that the liquidity position of this company is stretched, or it is adequate, or it is strong, or it is poor. And they need to give provide the probability of default benchmark, right? So that's really, really important. As of now, suppose ab jab bhi mutual fund kharidte ho, whenever you buy a mutual fund, so there is a please give it a close look. There is a riskometer there. There is a riskometer. It is clearly given that this particular fund is highly risky. This is moderately risky. The similar kind of a meter would be provided in the future. So it will be mentioned whether the liquidity position of the company, of the issuer, whoever is issuing this particular bond, is strong, adequate, stretched or poor. So really important, right? So who has introduced this enhanced disclosure guidelines? Anyway, it is SEBI. The question is really easy. I mean, you're not going to find this question, but this explanation is important, right? This is important. The SEBI defined the terms strong, adequate, stretched, poor. That's really important. The probability of default benchmark, right? For each category on their website, they need to mention it. That's really, really important. Okay. and they should use marginal default methodology, okay, to arrive at default rates. Important. Question number 7. The RBI has constituted the 6-member committee on development of housing finance securitization. सबसे पहला question, what is securitization? So in the case of DHFL, you might have noticed that term in the newspapers. Suppose I have gave loans of, let's say, 100 crore rupees. I have gave loans to the borrowers of 100 crores to the common people, right? 100 crore rupees. So they are going to give this money back in next, let's say, 5 years. Next 5 years, they need to give this money back. But I need this money now because I need to pay back my creditors. What to do? They are going to pay me back. My creditors or my debtors are going to pay me back the money every month. But I need to pay back my creditors right now. So what to do? What I'm going to do is I'll ask other banks or financial institutions that, see, I want to sell these loans for, let's say, 90 crore rupees. Take 10 crore and give me the money now, or let's say 80 crore or whatever the money is. It depends upon the quality of assets. If I gave a loan of 100 crore rupees to the public, if the quality is really good, my asking price is 90 crore. It actually happened that DHFL sold its loans to Bank of Baroda. You can read the newspaper. That's what securitization is. So 6-member committee on development of housing finance securitization market in India. Who is the head of this committee? Mr. Harshvardhan is the head of this committee. Housing finance securitization market in India. Harshvardhan is the head of this committee. I already told you what is MBS. It is mortgage based. Okay. This is securitization. You can take the example. These loans are backed by houses. किसी ने house loan लिया है. Okay. And you have the security of houses. This is obviously secured loans are cheaper than unsecured loans. ये दो फंडा दिमाग में रखो, right? So that's what it is about. The panel is what it's going to do is going to review the regulations related to the mortgage backed securitization currently in the place, right? It will assess the various counterparties involved, including services, trustees, rating agencies. See, right now what is happening, the securitization is not what you can say, it's not going well. Okay. So it's not happening in the proper manner. It's not happening in the systematic manner. The companies, they need to go through the long process. The market is not available. So this panel is going to review the regulations, right? So anyway, right now the regulations, the report is not available, so we cannot comment about it. But you need to remember the name, Harshvardhan. Okay, that's really important. The RBI announced that the time window for using RTGS till now, the window for using the RTGS services was 4:30. After 4:30, you can't use it. Anyway, the bankers, they are sitting in the banks by 7 p.m., 8 p.m. My brother is in HDFC. He's sitting there for sometimes till 10 p.m., right? So why to close the window of the RTGS by 4:30? While anyway they are sitting there by till 8 o'clock. So that's why RBI is understanding this fact. So they extended the window to 6 p.m. right? Anyways, the transactions has been increased, right? In the month of April, the banks and the customers combined use the RTGS for 1.14 crore transactions worth 112 lakh crore, which is a lot of money. Which bank has tied up with FMCG arm of Art of Living Sri Sri Tattva? ये भी करना पड़ रहा है, but it's kind of important for the exam. Sri Sri Tattva has tied up with the State Bank of India. So if you have a State Bank of India app, YONO app, you can avail of discount of 15% on the entire range of Sri Sri Tattva. Okay. Recently, the Paytm has released a credit card, the Paytm First Card, right? In association with which bank the Paytm payment banks has, the digital payment company Paytm has released the credit card, the Paytm First Card. What is the name of that particular bank? It is Citibank. Okay, so the Paytm First Card will come with the unlimited cashback and will be accepted in India as well as globally. And the card is issued by Citibank and it doesn't involve any hidden fee or the charges. Okay, so that's all for today, students. In case you want a complete course, the complete test series and the complete video classes, and if you're really serious about this exam, the GBO Scale 2, Scale 3, the agriculture officer, the marketing officer Scale 2 or Scale 1 exams, if you're really serious, I can assure you that this course is going to help you improve your scores. I mean, you shouldn't take a risk. Risk kyun lena? Don't take a risk. I'm damn sure that this course will improve your score, and at the time of the results, the students are failed by 1 or 2 marks. But anyway, I can guarantee you that your scores will be improved after going through this course. So do not waste your time in searching for study material and all. Just go for this course, right? So take a demo on Bank Exams Today's mobile application or go to learn.bankexamstoday.com. So this is the list of the students who cracked RBI Grade B, IBPS so Marketing, SEBI Grade A, NABARD Grade A, Vijaya Bank Credit Officer, Bank of India Credit Officer 2018 exams by using our courses. And I want to see your pictures here. So that's all for today. In case there is any doubt in your mind, you can WhatsApp me anytime or you can call me anytime. This is for WhatsApp or call. You can call me anytime or WhatsApp me anytime and I'm going to answer your doubts. So anyway, please subscribe the channel, our YouTube channel, because that's a free video. Subscribe the channel and like this video, and please share this video with your friends. That's really important for you and for your friends, right? So that's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day. Bye.